Hi guys, and welcome to Magic. In this latest release, version 9.2.0, I have a little bit of a surprise for you. There's a new menu item here. It's called IDE. For most software developers, that acronym should be fairly self-explanatory. But it's basically a micro integrated development environment, fully web-based. And it's a little bit, it doesn't have everything that Visual Studio have. In fact, it barely has anything that Visual Studio has. But at least for me personally, this significantly simplifies my life. You see, I got really tired of not having autocomplete in Visual Studio or Visual Studio Code on Hyperlambda files. And I realized it was probably simpler for me to actually implement my own IDE than to implement autocomplete in Visual Studio and Visual Studio Code. So I created my own IDE that allows me to do that. It doesn't have support for all possible file types, but has support for at least some 10-15 different types of files. If you go into templates, you can see Angular Dark here, templates, component, HTML. It's got support for CSS. I don't think it has it doesn't have TypeScript support quite yet. But of course, I'm going to be extending upon it, and it allows you to open many files and keep them open. And Alt-M or Option-M on a Mac maximizes the code editor, which of course is probably quite convenient considering that you don't really have that much space in the browser, right? Obviously I can maximize, right? A really funny thing, I think, is that I can actually use the IDE on my phone if I want to. This is the way it is going to look like on an iPhone 6. I can still use it. It's perfectly possible to use it. Of course, I'm not going to say it's like convenient to use it on your phone or anything like that, but you can use it, right? So I think it's a pretty cool addition to the Magic value proposition. From before, of course, you have the SQL menu burger here. You have the tasks, evaluator, file system, browser, all that good stuff. However, as of version 9.2.0, have an IDE. So anyways, thanks for watching. Have a nice day. Oh yeah, by the way, I built it literally in a weekend. I need to emphasize, I spent 2 days building this thing. So, don't expect it to be Visual Studio or Visual Studio Code. So, if you want to download it, there's a link in the description of this YouTube video. Some of the things I will prioritize is support for TypeScript. I will provide, later down the road, I will provide connections towards creating and running bash scripts on your server. I will provide Python support, Ruby support, TypeScript support, etc., etc. So, but for now, it's got SQL, it's got Hyperlambda, it's got Markdown files, etc. Anyways, thanks for watching. Have a nice day.